Hey nerds, welcome to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Theories and Conspiracies. I'm Brian from Good Nerd, Bad Nerd. So this week was a great episode. A lot happened. You know, I like these short pods because they just move things along really quickly. And this week, there wasn't a lot of things that were introduced, new characters, new concepts, things like that. But I felt just like the entire episode really helped solidify where I think the direction of the show's going. We got some great moments with Cassius and Sonara, and we did really learn Cassius's background, which was nice. But Sonara was great this episode. Cassius finally stepping up. Actually, was rooting for them this episode, which was tells you how much of a scum that his brother is. But other things we learned this episode: gravitonium is what is holding this fragile group of humanity together, and the little bit of that facility and the planet is being, and the artificial gravity is all being generated by this little bit of gravitonium. That's interesting, and it's a really big clue to what I think happened. Before we get to that though, May and Enoch on the surface get saved by Robin. Reading comments different places, a lot of people didn't realize we were supposed to know who she is, but yes, this is the little girl, Robin, who was doing the prophecies, and she's talking now, so that's good. But she's probably it's her resistance of some sort that has been helping people on the surface. And she's the one that's probably gathered these people in this S.H.I.E.L.D. facility, whichever one it is. So that's, that makes a lot of sense that she would have set up some other form of group, that she would have seen another way to help. I think is what it comes down to. So what is the end game for this pod? How are they going to fix everything? Well, I think it's pretty clear that it wasn't Quake who destroyed the planet, but it was most likely something to do with the gravitonium. I think we're going to find out that someone was experimenting with it. It could have been S.H.I.E.L.D. Could have been an old S.H.I.E.L.D. experiment. It could have been an old Hydra thing that the containment went out of whack. They're experimenting on it. Something to do with the gravitonium is why the Earth was shattered, and I think that's going to be the key. I think in the past what happened is the team was infiltrating. Maybe it has something to do with that the military base where Fitz was being held and the lady in charge there. Not too sure on that side, but that, you know, that doesn't matter. What I think is going to happen is we know from officially released images for next week that the obelisk that they use to travel to the future is destroyed. Now, I'm not sure if they necessarily need it, because as I recall, the other obelisk would open portals, and the people on Maybeth or whatever the planet's name was, they didn't need the obelisk to get through. The portal was open, they could just jump through. So what I think is they're going to have to figure out where a portal will open so they can just access it and get back in time. But we do see a destroyed pieces of the monolith. It's possible Flint's going to put it back together and they're just going to use that to get in the past. But here's the thing. I think between Flint's powers and Daisy's powers, they are going to somehow render the gravitonium inert or prevent it from destroying the Earth. I think it was misuse of that gravitonium that destroyed the Earth. I think that's pretty clear because Daisy's not strong enough to do that. And the idea that they're going to have Flint pull all of the pieces of the Earth back together in the future to rebuild the Earth is also just a little outlandish and absurd. So what do you guys think? Do you think I'm right on? Do you think it's pretty obvious that that's the direction they're going? What did you think of the episode? So that's it for this week. I mean, if I missed something, let me know, because for me, it just kind of, the whole episode just kind of flew by. But it was just enjoyable to watch. I'll say that. So until next time, guys, I'm Brian from Good Nerd, Bad Nerd, and this has been Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Theories and Conspiracies.